The tapping wasn't coming from the walls. I'd been dating my boyfriend Drew for about a year and a half when he finally invited me to his family's place. It was a giant, slightly creepy farmhouse way out in the countryside, the kind of place your GPS loses signal halfway to, so you just pray you're not driving into a horror movie. Built in the 1800s, with those wide, uneven wooden floors that groan with every step, and that damp, earthy smell like the walls had been marinating in rainwater since Lincoln was president. His mom greeted me with this big smile, but there was something off. Every hour, on the dot, she'd quietly wander around checking locks on all the doors. His dad barely acknowledged me, just hunched in the garage with his tools like some kind of suspicious hardware cryptid. Second night there, I wake up at 3 a.m. to this tapping. Not random, but in a weird little pattern. Tap, 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 pause, tap, tap, tap. Drew's next to me, snoring like a congested walrus. I lie there for a bit, trying to convince myself it's pipes or an animal, but it sounds too deliberate. I creep downstairs, avoiding the squeaky spots I'd already mapped out. The sound gets louder as I pass the kitchen table, and that's when I notice it. A basement door on the far wall. I swear it wasn't there before, like it just decided to exist that night. The second I get close, the tapping stops. My skin's prickling. I try the handle. Locked, of course. At breakfast, I try to sound casual. Hey, what's in the basement? Drew's fork stops midair. He forces a smile, says it's just old plumbing, and they keep it locked because it floods every spring. His parents freeze like NPCs when you say the wrong dialogue option. His mom starts scrubbing a perfectly clean mug. That night, while Drew's in the shower, I go full amateur spy, rummaging through the kitchen drawers. In the back of the junk drawer, taped to the inside, I find a small brass key, definitely not labeled for totally normal non-creepy basement. Midnight. I'm sweating before I even put the key in. The lock clicks. The smell hits me instantly. Stale air, medical disinfectant, and something sour, almost rotten. I grip my phone flashlight and start down the wooden stairs, which are slick with damp. At the bottom, my brain needs a second to process. There's a hospital bed. Someone's lying in it. A woman, mid-20s maybe. Her skin pale like she hasn't seen daylight in years. She's hooked up to machines that are literally running off car batteries. Shelves stacked with bags of food, piles of medical supplies, and a bucket in the corner I refuse to think about. She sees me, starts crying silently. There's a breathing tube in her throat. She can't talk, but her eyes are screaming, "Help me." And the resemblance to Drew is so strong I feel my stomach drop. I'm out of there in seconds. Lock the door, grab my keys, drive barefoot to a gas station because shoes were not part of the escape plan. I call 911 and spill everything, shaking so bad I can barely hold the phone. They show up, and here's the truth. Her name's Emma, Drew's older sister. She'd been dead for 10 years after a supposed drowning. But nope, parents faked it. She has severe developmental disabilities and seizures. Instead of getting her help, they decided the world was too dangerous and locked her away to protect her forever. Drew knew. For years. Helped feed her, clean up after her, keep her alive, and keep her hidden. Parents arrested. Drew arrested. Emma went to a hospital. She's already improving, starting to speak a little with therapy. Then Drew texts me from jail. "Do you understand why we did it?" "Yeah, dude. You're insane." I blocked his number and drove home that same day.